now.
The largest major
Stars.
American history. You saw
Ali.
Guess what? The movie premiere held here last June was the largest in history, right here on the right-hand side. That's right. Ocean's 13, girls. That's all we have to think of is 13 major movie stars, right? Well, it happened here. There's 252 handprints and footprints in front of the Chinese theater. Number 252 belongs to Will Smith. Everyone, Will Smith was right up front. Actually, one of the very first ones right in front of the Chinese theater. Look to the left, because on the left-hand side is the Roosevelt Hotel, everyone. The Roosevelt on the left-hand side is where they held
Fitness.
Kodak. Anybody go to see the Kodak? Have you walked up? Okay, if you do, there's grand staircase on the left and the right-hand side. On the left and the right-hand side of those grand staircase, you'll see the favorite movies, the best pictures from 1928 all the way until 2007. Anybody remember what the award won last year? It was for No Country for Old Men, Best Picture. On the left-hand side, you're going to see an archway here on the left. It's held up about 4 beautiful actresses. They are Mae West, Anna Mae Wong, Dolores Del Rio, and Dorothy Dandridge. Look closely. It might look like a chicken or an angel, but it's Miss Marilyn in her famous white dress with the 7-year itch. If you look on the right-hand side, you're going to see stars on the sidewalk. On the walk of fame. Located on the sidewalk, you'll see stars.
Oh, yeah.
There's 2,200 stars.
I can't see what that makes the recording so light.
There's only 2 that you'll find here on the left at the archway. One for Elvis Presley and one for the Beatles. They're located over here on the for over 20 years. Up on the hillside. One person. He's been there for over 20 years, but he rented it for 8 years to a famous director, Steven Spielberg. Everyone, Steven Spielberg was the famous director who rented that big round house. Now here on the right-hand side, it starts the actual Sunset Strip at Laurel Avenue. Laurel Avenue begins the Sunset Strip. It's only 3 miles along. Everyone, this is the world-famous Laugh Factory on the right. This is where John Lovitz performs every night. Looks like Godfrey's going to be here tonight. Everyone, this is where Kramer, a.k.a. Michael Richards, had a very unfortunate outburst November 06. Right here, young lady, right here. Should we just say that's where his career ended? Because that's what happened. On the right-hand side is the Hyde Lounge, everyone. The brown awning reads Hyde Lounge. The Hyde Lounge is the #1 hangout. TMZ and paparazzi are always standing out here in the evening hours. On the right, everyone, the Hyde Lounge. Of course, Lindsay Lohan. Of course, Ricky and the famous Paris Hilton, everyone. There's some of the famous ones that actually go in quite often into the Hyde Lounge. Now we're leaving only with behind us. We're entering into West Hollywood. To the right, it's the famous Chateau Marmont Hotel. And the famous Chateau Marmont. Look above the white wall. Above the white wall are dark brown bungalows. They're trimmed in white. That's the bungalows where John Belushi died, everyone. One is the body shop. Ladies, we do not take our cars.
What's this?
I hear guys take the batteries there to get charged, but we don't take our cars there to get fixed. Coming up on the left is the White Hotel. It has a sign that is the standard, everyone. The standard sign. Check it out on the left. It's the sign.
What's this hotel?
You're like, what? It's just the concept of the standard. Every room has a silver beanbag in it. They call it the standard furniture, everyone. At the standard on the left. On the left-hand side, some of the investors include Cameron Diaz and Leonardo DiCaprio, everyone. A couple of the investors of the Standard. Carney Express on the right-hand side, great place for hamburgers and hot dogs. It's a real railroad car there. Now it's a hot dog number. Hi guys, how are you? On the right-hand side is a little bit of country and western. The Saddle Ranch Chop House. There's a mechanical bull inside. If you feel like loafing and dieting, on the right. Located on the outside of the comedy store on the right. There's
Comedy store?
Located all around the building of the comedy store. This is owned by Mitzi Shore.
It's an old comedian.
Only Shore's mother. Look to the left if you want to see the House of Blues, everyone. The House of Blues is on the left-hand side. The House of Blues is
How's this one?
One of our favorite places to hang out. A great restaurant inside. One a very good restaurant. And Aqua,
Plaza del Sol?
Sky Bar is located at the
Sky Bar?
Sky Bar is a great location. And I pointed out, Mr. Doug, I pointed out one is Pink Dot, the convenience store. And that's the Pink Dot delivery car. Check her out, isn't she cute? I call her Herbie's girlfriend.
Oh, the steam goes there. You go to the pub.
Hello. Hello. I like facial hair, guys. That's cool. See, artwork. We're just waving at everyone. Okay. See you later. Bye. Now, for those that watch the E! Channel, the Entertainment News Channel, they have a series called Sunset Tan. Anybody watch Sunset Tan? Alright, well, it's filmed here in West Hollywood. Coming up on the right-hand side, you'll see it just above this cafe coming up on the right. And when it says Sunset Tan, it's where the Ollie girls used to work. It's where Britney Spears gets on the corner over here, right on the right. Sunset Tan, here on the right. Sunset Tan, where Britney Spears gets her spray down. Mr. Illinois, I can't wait to tell you guys that word. Now you know. So you know something they don't know. On the right-hand side was the location of filming of the movie American Graffiti. Everyone was filmed here on the right at Mel's Drive-In on the right-hand side. Hello, everyone. Watch the show. Left-hand side is Ketchup. If you watch the show called The Hills, Ketchup's one of LC's favorite hangouts, the Ketchup. Now we're entering into Sunset Plaza. These outdoor cafes, be a little nosy. Cousins, we should have that down right, because we're slow, you know. Check it out. I'm going to point them out if I can. They didn't want to be spotted. They let you sit outside. That's what I said. They're looking at us too. Okay, everyone. So yes, Sunset Plaza is mostly known for these outdoor cafes. And they also have designer clothing boutiques and jewelry boutiques between the outdoor cafes. Cravings restaurants coming up on the right, and on the left is called the Petite Four. The Petite Four is one of the busiest outdoor cafes here on the Oh my goodness, excellent music. Now if you came to town for a very fine meal and an excellent chance of seeing one, you look to the right of like this is Hill's, the #1 Italian restaurant with such stars as Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Steve Martin. Just to name a few who dine frequently at Hill's. So I'd like to point out how many of you have coffee beans, cigarettes, inside of a drug overdose? And everyone, what I like to share with you a little often. Look to the left, because this is the rock and roll
Oh, the boat.
River Phoenix who died drugs.
On the right-hand side, looks like the van here on the right. Check out the Whiskey A Go Go. Everyone, the famous Whiskey A Go Go. Everyone, oh, look, this is what we going. Hey, rock on. We're the famous Whiskey. Woohoo. Star, rock on. See the ticket device. The Whiskey A Go Go was inducted into the famous Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And in the late 1960s, your house band was the Doors. You have the Roxy here on the right, and you have the Rainbow Bar and Grill here on the left. Rainbow Bar and Grill is where Joe's DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe had their very first date. Coming up, the three-story building here on the right is the Key Club. Did you see the movie The Night at the Roxbury? Well, it was filmed here, everyone. This was your Roxbury in the movie The Night at the Roxbury. Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan, they tried to pick up women here, treating them like ping pong balls. Did anybody see that movie? It was pretty embarrassing, wasn't it? But it was funny. True story. So we're almost finished cruising the entire Sunset Strip. Mr. English, Miss Russia,
Yeah.
Illinois, Mississippi, and cousins from Maryland. Does any of this sound familiar or look familiar? I'm going to say, I saw you on TMZ last night. You were there, so yes, everyone was supposed to cruise into Sunset Strip, so that means Beverly Hills. Okay, everyone, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! take a photograph of the second most photographed sign in town. It's your Beverly Hills sign, everyone. Here, I'll give my invitation. Did anyone else? Actually, I think the average car is a German car. Can't tell. German. Everyone, we're going to turn left. I want you to look to the right. The big white building. The big white building is the Sierra Towers. The Sierra Towers is a condominium complex home to Lindsay Lohan, Matthew Perry, that's Chandler, Sidney Poitier, famous actress and Oscar winner Cher. Let's see, the penthouse belongs to Elton John. Everyone, Elton John lives in the big Sierra Towers. The Sierra Towers is the tallest building in Beverly Hills.
Sierra Towers was самое большое здание на Беверли.
Everyone, this is Hillcrest to the right. White House. Everyone, that's Eddie Murphy's house. Mr. Eddie Murphy's house. White modern house. It was built in 1994 for Warren Beatty. And I can stop if you want to stand up. That's the advantage. Guess what? You're not going to bump your head in my convertible. Woohoo! Everyone, the White House is Eddie Murphy's. It was built in 94 for Warren Beatty. In 2001, Eddie Murphy bought it from Prince because Prince bought it in 97. It's Eddie Murphy's. We'll be in front of it in just one moment. I just like to show you the view because I can. Hold on, and I'm going to show you the house at the end of this cul-de-sac. This is the real reason we come. Now, if you had the money and you could live all the way to the top of the hill, you probably want it because you like the view, but mostly because of the privacy. You know, Beverly Hills home, it goes this way. Give me just one moment, you'll see a little bit more. I like showing the gate here. Look right here with these little green fences. Look at the bricks. See where it says Elvis Forever. I love Elvis. People, fans would come here and sign. I love you, Elvis. You see that? Yes, everyone. Elvis Presley and Priscilla and little Lisa Marie lived here at one time. Okay. The other reason I bring you here is to show you this big, beautiful house in front of us. Now, this one, you're going to see in the front, and then I'm going to show you the grand view that it has in just one moment. This is known as Villa Rosa. Villa Rosa. This was Danny Thomas's house. Everyone, Danny Thomas, remember him? American entertainer, responsible for, of course, St. Jude's Children's Foundation. You know that. Everyone, this is where Marlo Thomas married Phil Donahue at her dad's estate here in Beverly Hills. Rosa was Danny Thomas's wife. Villa Rosa, hence the name Villa Rosa. Now this is just the front. I'm a little impressed, don't you think? Okay, just a little. We'll wait till I show you how large this house is and where it sits on the hill. Everyone, Danny Thomas is no longer with us, of course, but this was his former house. Phil owned it for a while with Christina Aguilera. I've taken it in those dark buses, and they're not fun and beautiful. You get lots of pictures of dark windows. Everyone, we're going to turn right in just one moment on Wallace Ridge. When we turn right on Wallace Ridge, the first White House will come to the right. Remember who did it? Eddie Murphy. Yeah, we'll see Eddie in just one moment. I think the boss in front of me is taking a Sunday drive just a day early. Hey everyone, Wallace Ridge here on the right. The white modern house, of course, is the home of Eddie Murphy, and I say out loud and out, very out loud, of course, and clear, in case he hears me and wants to invite me in for some lemonade. See, I'll wait till he can actually hear me. Eddie Murphy was robbed out of his Oscar last year. That's what I say, and that's what I know. Did you see Dreamgirls? That's all I have to say. He deserved that Oscar, everyone. This is his home on the right. He was, of course, we know him as Nutty Professor. You know, Dr. Doolittle. How about Axel Foley? But mostly, he did an amazing job in Dreamgirls and was nominated for the Golden Globe and anybody knows this big white house over on the left-hand side might be? That's right, Danny Thomas's estate, everyone. That big, beautiful estate. Yes, I'm going to stop in just one moment so you can have a photo of that. And then stand up, please do, because look at the view of LA straight ahead, everyone. The house is on the left. I showed you the front gate. This is the estate on the left. And check out the view straight ahead, everyone, of Los Angeles. And you can stand up, Miss in Illinois. I keep moving her to Indiana, but Illinois. Yeah, because you know why? Because the roof won't hit you in the head. And if anybody has their phone on, that's what that on.
This is just entrance.
The next house I show you is a famous house that was made famous in a television movie, or television show, sorry about that, a series. And who owns it is actually one of the stars from that TV series. It was found for the set of the movie, we call it the movie today. It was found for the TV show Heart to Heart. Everyone, Robert Wagner lives in the Heart to Heart house now in real life. Look to the left where the little green Mini Coupe is. This was your Heart to Heart house in the TV show Heart to Heart. It is where Robert Wagner calls home. Here on the left, everyone. Robert Wagner lives here on the left-hand side with his wife, Jill St. John, here on the left. Anybody remember what famous actress he was once married to?
I don't know. It's English or something.
No, it's not.
Natalie Wood. Yes. Miss Mississippi's like the one that drowned. Yes. Still unsolved. Look to the right, everyone. These to the right. Go to a public park. Public park is a recreational park. Well, it's a public park that consists of 13 acres. It has a 38,000 square foot mansion on it. Everyone, a public park with 13 acres and a 38,000 square foot mansion that was once a private residence. On the right, the gates open now. It's filming every time a Batmobile goes through it. Because you're going to see Batman's house. Everyone, Batman's house is coming up on the right. The 38,000 square foot house that you're about to see is Wayne Manor in every Batman. Mr. English, Miss Russia, tell me when you can see the 38,000 square foot mansion on your right.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You got it?
Yep.
Now, but it's smaller than my
Okay.
house.
All right, everyone. Wayne Manor in every Batman. It's the mutant house in every X-Men. It's the bad guy's house in every Spider-Man. It was used in Witches of Eastwick. Death Becomes Her. Icky, The Proposal. The Bodyguard. The Rockstar. Rush Hours 2 and 3. And the most recent movie you've seen it in, did you see National Treasure Book of Secrets? It's Nicolas Cage's house in the Book of Secrets. Did you see There Will Be Blood? It was the bowling alley scene. Everyone, it is Greystone Park. Again, it's a public park, but this was once a private residence. So the good news is that means you can come back. You can walk the grounds. You can even take a guided tour. Anybody on board know who owns it now? Christina Aguilera, your pop star. I showed you her old house. This is her new house, everyone. She bought the Osborne Mansion. Miss Russia, you'll get a better picture when we get to the top. But you're your own film director. I was just giving you pointers. Everyone, the Osbornes lived here. We got to see the house. A lot of the family in that. But this is where the pretty pop star, beautiful pop star with her voice, Christina Aguilera, husband Jordan, and baby Max live in this pink house on the right. The pink house that Ozzy Osbourne lived in, everyone. Now, personally, I don't think Ozzy actually knew it was pink. Sorry, English. I don't think he still knows it's pink. But it is, everyone. Ozzy lived in a pink house. This was the neighbors that Jack and Kelly threw the frozen hams at. Remember that in the TV show? They were playing tennis late one night. Over went the frozen hams on the right. Beverly Hills used to look like, and of course you see some of the new Beverly Hills. These are called classic houses, but they're beautiful. People that lived in them are classic as well, but I like showing them. I remember seeing them when I was a little girl coming here to visit. I can't see anyone. On the left-hand side, this was the home for over 20 years to Dean Martin. Everyone look to the left. Isn't it not beautiful? The stone manor with the horseshoe driveway with all the flowers. Dean Martin's house, everyone. He was one of our original rat packers. Used to hang out with old Blue Eyes. Here on the left, everyone. It was Dean Martin's home. On the right-hand side, take notice of this. It looks like a public park. Well, it's not. It's a backyard. Check out the rose bush with the Tiffany lamp inside. Miss Mississippi, do you have a Tiffany lamp with your rose bushes?
I do not.
See, now it's a new concept. You got to go back and do that. Everyone, the rose bush is owned by, and the Tiffany lamp is owned by Conroy Florist. Conroy Florist is one of the largest florists here in Southern California, Nevada, and Arizona. They own the backyard and the stone house. There's some beautiful flowers in it. But who used to own it was Clark Gable. Everyone, Clark Gable used to live here. Give me one moment, you'll see the front of the house. It's beautiful. Check out the pretty flowers. Now I want you to look to the left. I want you to look over your shoulder on the left. Because this house right here on the left, two-story Mediterranean style home, was bought by a six-year-old for $2 $28,000. Rudy brought that. Oh, Miss Illinois, you are hired. Shirley Temple, everyone, the little girl who tap danced her way into our hearts. This is her house right here on the left-hand side. She's owned it since she was 6 years
But it
old.
was still not very expensive.
$28,000 she paid. But that was like the 1930s or something.
This is San Francisco, but this is her Beverly Hills home. And I don't know who lives in this fancy house, I'll be honest. I hope it's my future husband. Daddy of 10 babies. I like the house. Pretty nice, huh? Still building? Oh yes, they are still building. Now on the right-hand side, it's not too exciting, but it is a movie star home. You get the white iron gate, you get the guard shack behind it. Everyone, this is the home that Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes, and baby Surrey are living in. This is a house he's been renting for 10 years, paying $30,000 a month rent. He built a $35 million estate. You probably already know that if you're actually reading those articles in your People and Us Weekly. But everyone, it's not yet decorated. It was supposed to move in September 26th. It's still not ready. On the left is one of my favorite houses. And one of my favorite persons lives there too because he's super friendly, believe it or not. He doesn't act like it in his TV show. But everyone on the left, this is Dr. Phil's house. Tell it like it is, Dr. Phil. This beautiful two-story Mediterranean home is Dr. Phil's and his pretty wife, Robin, everyone.
Quite nice.
That's who lives here, Dr. Phil. He just celebrated his 1,000th episode of the Dr. Phil Show. It's taped and recorded in his home studio. That's a tribute studio, right? This crib belongs to a 21-year-old rapper. His name is Bow Wow. Bow Wow the rapper. It is his home because it's... Well, it is since he built it and had it built at the age of 16.
That's kind of
We'll pull up something else to get a better view of it. Now, I'll be honest. I don't know his music, but I know his house because I see it 3 times a day at least. And I say, wow, wow, bow, wow. I like the house. I like it a lot. Anytime we see him, he gives us the peace sign, so I give it back to him, everyone. The 21-year-old doesn't seem to be bothered that I don't know all his music, but I do know his house, everyone. Bow Wow, the rapper's house, is here on the right-hand side. There you go, everyone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, it's a collection of Ferraris. He has Ferrari cars in his driveway. He's got and I'm going to move slowly for everyone, so just be careful. I'm going to move slowly. Everyone, he's got Ferraris, he's got a convertible Bentley, that's a Rolls Royce Phantom next to that. Buddha sitting on the horse. Yeah. You got it? You got that, Miss Russia?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure you have it in your movie called The Visiting Lisa at Her House. Yeah. Now, how many of you driveways look like this? Mr. English, since you live in the castle in England, this is what the driveway looks like. We have an old Bentley. Oh, yes, yes. We have an old Bentley underneath the carport. We have a Mercedes G-Wagon underneath the carport. And the rest of his Ferrari collection. And there's your love sign, everyone. Philadelphia Love. There you go. I mean, no one's from Philly. I'm just saying that's also in Philly. The love sign. There's also one in New York, everyone. But check it out. See, it's all about the cars. I apologize. Cousins, my older brothers taught me to like fast cars, not fast boys, so that's why I show you. On the right, the big white house. Does it look familiar? It should. It was the governor's mansion in Benson. But this is for you, cousin. This is Patrick Dempsey's house. That's right, everyone. Dr. McDreamy bought the famous governor's mansion. That's right, times 2.
The house from Benson.
I was just going to say that I have to tell you that I'm taking this from one of my coworkers. He says $1 million house in front and a couple $100
Yeah, I would think about it.
Yeah. And you know what? We get to see the children at play with the nanny all the time. He has another twin, some of us, you know, there's also a 3-year-old. On the left-hand side, side on the left, everyone. If this house looks familiar, it should. It was used in the movie Get Shorty with John Travolta and Danny DeVito. It was Danny DeVito's house in the movie Get Shorty.
Get Shorty movie.
It's owned by the Film Institute. They rent it out. They rent it out for $25,000.
When the movie did.
Because I give you a better view. If you stand up right now, look straight ahead at the White House. Red tile roof, 2 chimneys, little green balcony doors. That's a David Beckham's house, everyone. Woohoo! David Beckham, boyfriend number 2. English? He is lovely. Miss Russia, he's my boyfriend. Now, I don't know if he can play soccer. I'll be honest. I have no clue if he can play soccer. I just know what he looks like with English. I mean,
You would like him.
So English, I have one thing to say. Red Rover, thank you for sending my David Beckham right over. Okay, enough. That's my boyfriend's house. 1105 San Ysidro. And I'm so grateful he came to town because before he came to town, I didn't even know we had a soccer team. That is a true story. Sad but true. On the right-hand side, the street sign says San Ysidro. BH means Beverly Hills, by the way. San Ysidro is the street that my boyfriend lives on. We'll let this convertible go by. I like that convertible, but mine seats 14. Go ahead, young lady. That means that mine's better. Right-hand side, everyone, the tan house. You see the tan house with the sun setting on it? Everyone, that's Jay Leno's house. Jay Leno from The Tonight Show. And you should know that if you watch Jay Leno's show, because he actually talks about how he lived here for over 8 years, and he's never had paparazzi or tour buses in his neighborhood, who was filled with famous movie stars or television stars. This was in the early 50s to 70s, so there's just a few that still live here. I'm going to point out just a couple. This house on the right. This one here is a new construction. I'm sure you can figure that out. Everyone, the old construction was Rosemary Clooney's house. George Clooney's aunt used to live right here. George Clooney actually lived with his aunt for several years. Please get his start here in business. On the right-hand side, it's covered with olive trees, but the black gate with the security camera goes to the original house owner was Diane Keaton. Everyone, Diane Keaton used to live here. She sold it to Madonna. Madonna owned this house for over 8 years. Madonna sold it to Ellen DeGeneres. On the right, Ellen. Coming up on the left is the Teach House. You can see the full house in the back. Everyone, the Teach House trimmed in white is one of our favorite detectives from TV. Look to the left because this is Lieutenant Columbo.
Oh, I thought it was a
Columbo is Peter Falk. Mr. Falk lives here on the left-hand side. This is Lieutenant Columbo's house on the left.
Columbo.
On the left-hand side, next to his house, is Jack Benny's former house. Everyone, Jack Benny here on the left lived next door to Peter Falk. And he lived next door to a feisty redhead that we all love from I Love Lucy. That's right, everyone. Lucille Ball used to live right here on the left-hand side. Lucille Ball. This was her home for the last 30 years of her life. She actually passed away in this house on the left-hand side. That one, that's a good one.
Marilyn Monroe. Thanks.
Okay, everyone. Now, if you look to the right and you look to the left, do you see sidewalks? You should. And you actually see houses, meaning they're visible. Very well. Well, everyone, it's going to change when we get to Bel Air. That's where we're headed. But this is where they were having a benefit the other day, and this is where I saw Stevie Wonder. And no, cousin, he didn't see me, but this is where he was.
Stevie Wonder?
Remember they kidnapped the boss? They killed him captive right here, everyone, in the house on the right. This was the boss's house in the movie 9 to 5. But the neighbor's house is famous because this is Richard Gere's house, everyone, on the right. Richard Gere. The best photo is going to be right here at the gate, everyone, because then you're going to get trees, hedges, and gates. Looks like the gardener's busy. Richard Gere's owned this house ever since him and Cindy Crawford were married. Anybody remember that? Union? Yeah, that was in the late 80s. Look, today they had a little birthday party for a little girl. They had a little pony and wagon. Everyone, isn't that what you have on your birthday? Yeah, pony. If you haven't noticed, everyone, there's no sidewalks. No sidewalks. This was the home of Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston used to live right here together. Husband and wife they were until Angelina Jolie had something to do with that. Everyone, this was the home that they bought together for $13 million. When they divorced, they sold it for $27 million. On the Cage lives here on the left-hand side. Nicolas Cage, the red brick. It is humongous, Miss Cousin. That's right, everyone. This is the house that was owned by Wayne Newton. Wayne Newton bought it from Tom Jones. Tom Jones bought it from Engelbert Humperdinck. Yes, way. Miss Illinois' like, I know I've been there at the parties. I know I saw you in the photo book. Everyone, true story. That's all the owners, and Nicolas Cage has owned it now for about 7 years. This huge red brick mansion on the left. Be careful. Mr. English, hold on to this. Okay, everyone, on the left, hopefully this is the house you were thinking of. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air house is on your left. The pole to the left. I want to put you right in front of it because this is your Fresh Prince of Bel-Air house. And when I said Bel-Air, I hope this was one of them that rang the bell. Everyone, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was just a little TV show, but this house is very big. It's so big that everyone wants to see the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air house, usually when we come to Bel-Air, so it's on the right. It is responsible, the TV show, making Will Smith a famous actor. He came to town to be a rapper, a music rapper. But that TV show changed the course of his history, everyone, his future. And he says that often, that he just wanted to sing. Well, now he does a lot more than just sing. We know him as a famous actor. What about his performance as Ali? Oh my gosh, wasn't that amazing? Yes, he got robbed out of the Oscar too, personally. I think so. How's everyone doing? Everyone, look at this very wide road lined with very tall palm trees. This is Beverly Drive. This is a very famous street. And anytime they show a convertible cruising through Beverly Hills on a movie or television show, they put you right here on Beverly Drive in Beverly Hills. So now here on your America, it's called rodeo whenever you spell it out, but only in Beverly Hills do we call it rodeo. Everyone, welcome to the famous street, Rodeo Drive. On the left and right-hand side, every one of these houses have the famous address, Rodeo Drive. Beverly Hills, California, 90210. You're cruising on it right here. Chimneys that look like mushrooms. I call it a Whoville house, a little Whoville, right? No one owns it that's famous, it's just the house that's famous. A little different, I'm saying. Let's cruise down Rodeo, everyone. The famous Rodeo Drive is here. Now look to the left, they're having a big art show there today and tomorrow, so if you get a chance to come up here, this would be a great place to eye spot. Hey convertible, like your convertible, very nice.